All right, so I hope y'all had a great weekend, but it's time to jump right into these updates. So let's go ahead and kick things off with the Jordan 17 Low Lightning. Now, this release, the hype is definitely here for these. So if you were one of those people that were banking, hoping that maybe these joints would sit, you could possibly get these joints on discount. Well, unfortunately, it's looking like that won't be the case, as one, the demand is there, and two, it's looking like this release will be limited, as apparently we have no sneakers app drop in the future, but apparently the big release date will be coming up this Thursday, May the 30th. Now, a few stores across the country were actually granted access to drop these joints early. So let's go ahead and take a look at the first come, first serve release at Up NYC, a sneaker shop located in the Bronx, owned by rapper Fat Joe.
Diablo, loco.
So pretty chaotic release, to say the least. Kind of reminds me of how sneaker drops used to go like 10 years plus ago. So it looks like all the OGs came out for this. You gotta love it, but what I don't love is the limited availability, as it looks like the early rumors are that apparently this drop will be limited to somewhere around 30,000 pairs. So not too many to go around. And as far as these 17 lows, I feel like it's not the briefcase bringing people out for these, but it's the fact that this is a great looking sneaker. And two, Jordan Brand has neglected the retro models 15 and up for years now. So I think it's time to usher in a new wave of Jordan retro models. Let the old models breathe for a little bit. So let me know if you guys are excited for this upcoming release. And if anybody who's watching was at this drop, hopefully you came out as a stronger man. So also this weekend, Jordan Brand hit us with a brand new pair of the Jordan 12s, one that they're calling the Taxi Flips. Now, I thought I shared the same opinion as everybody else when I mentioned that I wasn't really feeling that hint of red they threw in there. And rather than throwing in that unnecessary color, why not just give us the classic OG 12s? But apparently Nike and Jordan Brand, they proved me wrong, as it looks like just about every size is currently sold out via the sneakers app. But I did actually happen to check in for this release, which dropped on Saturday. So I checked in like a few hours after the release. It looked like every size was pretty much just sitting on the app, but then mysteriously out of nowhere, every size was sold out. So it was either that these joints were really popular, or maybe Nike just pulled every size from the app, and we could potentially see these joints hitting the outlet near you very soon. So let me know what you guys thought about that drop. But as far as the big release of the weekend, you already know it had to go to these Travis Scott Jordan 1 lows, Elkins High Canary Yellow colorway. So we saw the big sneakers app release on Saturday. As far as the rumored stock numbers, I was saying numbers were looking pretty gracious, especially when compared to other hype in-demand releases that dropped earlier that week, in the J Balvin Jordan 3s, as well as those Futura SB Dunks. So as far as the rumored stock numbers, apparently 52,000 pairs were loaded up to the sneakers app. So salute to everybody that was able to take a W on that drop. That's a huge W to take. But for everybody that missed out, Travis Scott's team, they did tease another drop via Travis's official website. So I thought this was a great opportunity, especially given all of the rumored backdoor allegations for Travis Scott's team, you know, to make things right with fans. So we saw the Travis Scott website drop go down. People received their invoices. They were able to check out. But it seems like all of the W's that we were seeing from that big Travis drop were only like in smaller sizes. So what happened to all of the bigger men's sizes? Well, apparently this gentleman on Twitter, he posted this saying, a friend of mine that works at GOAT in LA sent me this. Didn't want to believe the conspiracy theories. It's safe to say either Travis or somebody on his payroll is making a killing from GOAT. All sizes in this picture are sizes 10 women's through 13 women. Laugh my ass off. Nike needs to cut ties with a few. Now, as far as this image right here, while this is looking absolutely crazy, this doesn't prove that these are all coming from the GOAT warehouse. So I think right now the conspiracy theories will live on. But if you're kind of mad about these Travis Scott releases, I feel like really at the end of the day, nobody's going to do anything about it, because once the next drop comes, everybody's going to forget about this and are going to be entering into the raffle for a chance to cop one of the most hype and limited Nike drops of the year. And for today's main topic, it looks like apparently Adidas did go ahead and drop those Yeezys. So sometime last week we were hearing ramblings that Adidas was planning another major Yeezy drop, and it was looking like this release would be the biggest Yeezy drop of all time, a final send-off for the iconic collaboration between Ye and Adidas. So it looks like things did kick off this morning, 10 a.m. Eastern, as we saw a whole bunch of pairs loaded up to the confirmed app between adults, kids, and infants pairs. I think we had like almost 50 different pairs dropped today, and I was actually shocked to see that rather than Adidas dropping these via raffle style unconfirmed, they went ahead and just dropped these joints all first come first serve, which is absolutely crazy. So it looks like all of these pairs are final sale, no returns, no discounts, nothing. Adidas is selling these joints at full price. So when the drop kicked off at 10 a.m. Eastern, things were a little bit glitchy, as it looked like a lot of pairs were saying sold out. But then if you jumped over to the regular Adidas website, you were then able to purchase these pairs. But it seemed like a lot of these drops were limited and just leftover pairs, as many of these styles now are sold out. So it seems like the pairs that were more plentifully available in like full size runs, like the foam runners and slides, some of these 350 V2s, you can still jump on the confirmed app right now and purchase these. So let me know if you guys picked up any of these joints today. Me, myself, as a struggling YouTuber, you know, I just sat this on out because it seems like right now on my budget, really the only thing I can afford is like this $20 Yeezy stuff. So let me know what you guys grabbed today. Now, as far as some things that I've gathered from today's big drop is that Adidas had to put $0 marketing dollars behind this release. I think what they did was, remember that leaked internal document that was seen by several of these sneaker blogs? I'm thinking that Adidas, you know, leaked this document by themselves in order to drum up the anticipation for this release, and it worked perfectly, as we saw this joint posted by all the blogs, even myself. So a lot of people already knew this release was on the way, and in return, it looks like Adidas is going to be banking off of this drop, as it looks like a lot of these styles have already sold out. So even here in 2024, even with Ye asking his fans to boycott these releases, it looks like there still is a good demand out there for these Yeezy styles, and it just shows how classic the designs are. Even with all the controversy, everything, all that to the side, it seems like people are still checking for a lot of these releases. So again, let me know how you guys did today. It looks like we had a massive blowout, almost 50 different pairs available today. As far as what I would say the best releases of the day, so we got to throw those desert boots, the salt colorway, them joints go crazy. We saw those 700 V1 inflamed ambers drop. Gotta love these 500 high desert sand boots. New pair, I guess that's gonna be the only like new style or new release that we see dropping for this whole drop. And then while there is several different styles available, I gotta show love to these high res orange quantums. I think those joints are dope as well. But I would say out of everything, you know, the dopest pairs that they drop were like all of the kids and infant pairs. I just, you know, gotta love these like small Yeezys. I just think they're really cool to collect and just keep over time. As I got my size 2 wave runners, I'm gonna be keeping those joints forever. So let me know what you guys grabbed today for this big Yeezy drop. And reminder, remember, looks like the next big drop will be resuming coming up on June 3rd. And then it looks like Adidas has releases planned all throughout the month of June, or I guess halfway through the month of June, as it looks like the last drop day will be coming up on the 13th with the wave runners. And if today's release is any indication of how things will go, if this wave runner release is just leftover pairs, I'm guessing it's going to be very difficult to cop, as out of everything dropping, it seems like those OG wave runners are the one pair that people are most checking for. So of course we'll continue to monitor and see how all of these Adidas Yeezy releases goes. And of course, I think in the back of everybody's mind, they kind of wonder like what Ye is thinking. He's been really silent lately. So is he gonna come out, you know, telling fans not to buy these joints? We'll have to wait and see. But it looks like behind the scenes, Ye is planning something major, which we're gonna save for a later video, as it looks like he's planning another big independent Yeezy drop with some surprises in store for us coming up this year. So for now, we're gonna wrap things up. I'm J.A. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. If you guys enjoyed the video, please help support the channel by hitting that like button. And if you haven't done so yet, make sure you guys are subscribed. That way you don't miss out on any updates. So stay safe, stay blessed. I'm out, and I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Love.